Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to present my community service report entitled Early Caries Risk Detection Using Indonesian Dental Caries Risk Assessment IDCRA and pH Saliva in Tegal Sari 3 Elementary School Students, Tegal City, Central Java. This community service with team leader Ernie Sulistiani, myself, and the team member which are Erlina Sihmahanani and Yuniar Wardani from Faculty of Dentistry, Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta, and Public Health Faculty from Universitas Ahmad Dahlan. Our community service entitled Deteksi Dini Resiko Karies menggunakan IDCRA and PS Saliva pada siswa SD with program scheme PKM Riset Terapan. For introduction, we begin with the approximately 86% Indonesian children that less than 10 years old experience cavities in their teeth. And as a dentist, we know that lower pH of saliva, we call it as acidic saliva, increases the demineralization process of the tooth surface. And the lower pH saliva or acidic saliva can lead to the tooth decay. Thus, in Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta, particularly Faculty of Dentistry, it has IDCRA, which is a tool for assessing caries risks in children. By combining IDCRA and also the measuring pH saliva, the objective of this community service is to identify dental caries using the Indonesian Digital Caries Risk Assessment IDCRA tool, which evaluates the number of caries teeth and measuring the student's saliva pH. And the target is students of SDN Tegal Sari 3, Kota Madya, Tegal. The scope of the study focus on elementary school students at SDN Tegal Sari 3, and it aims to assess their dental caries status and salivary pH level at a single point in time. And the data were collected through a clinical examination and saliva testing using a cross-sectional observational approach. The scope of this research is limited to measuring caries experience and saliva acidity, without providing treatment or evaluating behavioral, nutritional, and also the socio-economic factors. The methodology that we use for research approach and design is the quantitative cross-sectional observational study, and for data gathering technique, we use the primary data collection, and we use the independent t-test to analyze the data. The result from the profile of dental caries and salivary pH in school-age children in the table, we find that those students has variation in salivary pH. However, no significant difference were observed among groups. There is no significant difference. The zero cavity groups, which is the black bar, showed an average salivary pH of 6.6. And the group with 1 to 2 cavities, the gray bar, had an average pH of 6.6. And groups that has 3 or more cavities presents an average pH of 6.56. We can see that from the zero cavity groups to 1 or 2 cavities and also more than 3 cavities, it has decreasing pH level, although there is no statistical significance. Thus, we conclude that students' salivary pH level decrease as the number of caries teeth Students with no cavities were the highest, followed by those with 1 to 2 cavities, and those with more than 3 cavities had the lowest. Despite these patterns, which point to a potential link between higher caries prevalence and lower salivary pH, statistical analysis did not show a significant difference between the groups. The program, relatively small participant base, was one of its drawbacks which might have impacted on the capacity to identify statistical significance. Thus, we conclude that in the future research, we will use a bigger sample. The bigger sample size, I mean. And those are the documentation. The right picture is the examination, and the left picture is the dental education session. Okay, that's all. Thank you for the presentation and also for having me. Let me finish with wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.